is a presentation of Disruption Networks.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
Welcome to EC Radio Podcast. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for joining the Disruption team, and we hope that you will support all of our sponsors. And of course, we appreciate you listening to this program.
We back, baby. We are back. Monday. It is Monday, right, Chicken?
Yes, it is.
All right, good. Monday. I never know what day it is. It's EC Radio. I know that for a fact, and it's happening right now in your ear holes, people, and in your eyeballs.
You don't know by checking Facebook when everyone's like, oh, it's Monday, I got to go back to work.
I don't pay attention to Facebook anymore. I really don't. I've totally given up on the whole Facebook thing. I use it to, promote this, and I use it to promote bands, and I use it to promote everything we got going on here at Disruption.
Which is a lot.
But as far as getting involved with Facebook, I'm done with that freaking social media. I'm done with it. But it's me, Z, and Chicken. We're hanging. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I did. I worked all weekend, but it was we had some fun at the bar.
I got to tell you, man, I went out this weekend, saw some live music. Friday night, went up to the casino to see Red Hush over at the gig. They crushed it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Those guys crushed it. It was good to see a lot of old friends I haven't seen in a while. And then Saturday night was pretty epic.
Up at 12 North.
Yeah, bro, the place was packed. Every band brought their A game. It was absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous up there. Let me tell you something about Beside the Sun. That band is hot, and they're killing, and they're unbelievable. With Crossman, Nate, they got their new singer in there, Chris, and unbelievable band. Really, really good. A mix of a bunch of different genres and very high energy. For their first show to have that kind of a crowd and that kind of performance, wow.
Well, you say first show, really, but they're veteran
right
players. You know what I mean?
But their first show as a band. Yeah, the kid that came up from Florida to sing for them he's unbelievable. The kid's got a sick voice. His name's Chris Perez. We're going to have him on the show. Really.
Those boys always usually have a pretty good singer. You know,
They do. And let me tell you, man, they knocked it out of the park. Also, New Radio Etiquette killed it. Trampoline Jetstream killed it.
Of course.
And it was really inspiring to see fresh, young, independent talent going on in the U. It was inspiring. In fact, we need to open up a venue.
Yeah. EC, the electric company's coming back, folks.
Yeah, tell them. I don't know. I was inspired the other day. I was like, oh, my God. And no offense to 12 North, but they just don't have it down like how I like to get down.
I seen your
you know
little,
what I mean?
Your little thing about the tables. That was my biggest pet peeve.
Well, it is.
Move those tables out of the way so people could dance.
You have no dance floor. Why are you ruining your dance floor? Do you want to have a rock show or do you want to just have a picnic tables? And
Right.
you know, it takes 5 seconds to move it.
Right.
Really does.
I almost offered to go over there and move it before because it just drove me nuts. I think it was when Dracula Jones played there, and the place was jamming, and I just moved those tables so people could dance and be a part of it. You know?
But
But kudos to them for putting live bands in
exactly.
there.
You're taking the words right out of my mouth. It's exactly what I was about to say. You know,
We're
they're
just
the
being
only one
nitpicky,
really
but,
doing it. There's Lukens too, but 12 North is bigger, and they got a real stage. You know, so it's cool what they're doing up there, and you know maybe somebody will have the balls enough to open up a live music venue again because it does take balls. Trust me.
And there's a few out there like Ray Brothers that are doing it.
You watch your mouth. You watch your mouth. Joining us in the studio today, our boys from Mutt Farm, as Mark pointing at me. He's like, it's you, brother. You
could open up a club.
I tried it.
I mean, yeah, you did a good job, too.
I tried. I'm going to put you up a little bit more. There we go.
Am I too loud?
No,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm deaf. We're all deaf, right? Yeah, see, Jamie and Mark are in the house with us from Mutt Farm, and you guys are on the independent circuit yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you're out there doing it, and it was refreshing the other night to see, like, this new talent coming up. And Trampoline Jetstream, those guys are young. They're 20, 21 years old. They're kids still.
They're kids,
New-
but they're kind of veterans.
New
at this-
radio, right. Well, they've been doing it since they were in high school. That new
Right.
radio etiquette is the same thing. With those guys, they're young. They're 20, 22, 23, 24. They're young. They're kids to us.
Right.
And they're out there doing it at a high level, very high energy show. And then, of course, besides the son, they're a little bit older, you know, but they're late 20s, early 30s, but they're still young compared to us. Not you, Jamie. Shut up.
I'm not quite there yet. I'm still in my 20s.
But it's good to see, man, and it's good to see some new bands out there, and it hopefully will rejuvenate the scene. We need it.
Yep.
We need a rejuvenation. We need to get the CPR on the music scene around here, right?
Get them out of
Amen.
the garage and put them on the floor.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we need.
You know, it. I've said this before, but it takes a time for a venue manager, you know, like a guy running a venue, to have the patience for it to develop. You know, like I remember going back into Easy in the early days, and be like, oh, it's a hippie band. I don't want to go see them. Or it's a band I never heard of. I don't want to see them.
Farm.
Right. Who's this Ryan Montebleu guy? You know, like who the heck? You know, like how many people were at his first show?
4.
Right. But you had the fortitude and the faith to keep it going and put them with different lineups.
Because I
and
know
stuff.
Both sides
talent.
of the fence. Both sides of the fence. The club owners has to be very patient and let that build. It just takes time. And the bands also have to take time to say, look, we're not going to be a rocket ride band in 2 seconds.
Right, but the band also, both sides have to do the work as well.
Absolutely.
They both have to do the work, and you're right about the venue owner. If you want to develop a band, it takes 3-4 times to keep bringing them back. And if you don't see a crowd start to develop with after the 3rd, 4th time, then you cut ties.
And like you said,
You know?
mix them with different art, you know, different other bands that open up. See, maybe they can
Yeah,
bring in a crowd that accepts that kind of stuff. And
exactly.
Or split the night with a popular band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's exactly the way to do it. And I used to tell bands, too, trade with other bands from out of town. Like, trade with a local band from Rochester.
Mhm.
And have them come to Utica and open for you. You go to Rochester, open for them. You know, one hand washes the other, and that's how you develop this networking. You know, you guys have been playing in the festival circuits for years.
and you seem like you had 4 for Ryan Montebleu, right? And how many people did you get like later in his career?
Like
You packed the house.
400.
Right.
Used to kill it, but yeah, that's how it is. That's how you develop a music scene. But and also you need to be out there playing as well.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
there needs to be band and some
And
talent.
I think that's what happens is, you know, a band comes in or a few people see him. I remember with Hank and Cupcakes at the Music Fest. Graz grabs me. He's like, dude, you got to check these guys out. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We go in there. I'm like, maybe 30 people. By the end of the show, there's probably about 100 people watching them.
Yeah.
Then when you brought them back, they packed the house because
Every time.
everyone gets out there. These guys are great. You got to see them.
Right.
And it just takes a little bit to build that momentum. So you got to have faith in the music scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then you become that bar for the music scene. And people know when they want live music to go to your bar.
Yeah.
You know, I got turned on to a lot of bands that I normally wouldn't listen to because I would always go to the electric company. And it got to the point where I would just go to listen to a band and hear something new.
Yeah, right on. We do got a bunch of people checking in. Jen's saying hi, guys. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Mary Pickles is out there saying hello.
Mary Pickles.
Crossman saying thanks for the kind words. Those guys, I'm telling you, man, they absolutely killed it. They killed it the other night. Beside the Sun, they're going to be the next big thing around here.
If I weren't working, that's
you.
where I would be. Would have been.
I'm telling you, those guys are going to be the next big thing, providing they have a venue to play at. But when they do, there's going to be a lot of people there. For their first show, it was unbelievable. There was a lot of people, and it was really, really, the energy level was just amazing.
I think people
That's
are
what I like seeing. That's what I judge crowds on, is energy level. You guys know the same thing. If you're feeding back and forth off the crowd, man, there's nothing like it.
I think there's
any drug, any sex,
It's hard to play for chairs.
Right.
It is. Not the same.
And the bartender, even if she's pretty.
I feel like a lot of people are thirsty for new music. You know, they want live bands. You know, again, you get the DJs. They play the same stuff over and over again most of the time. So I feel like a lot of people want something different.
Yeah.
They're thirsty for something more.
Well, I'd hope so. And what I've come to realize is that the music scene is a people business. It's you need the venues, you need the bands, and most importantly, you need the people to come see the bands, because you can be the best goddamn band in the world, but if no one bothers to show up at your show, you are going to go nowhere. And that's, what I've come to realize, and why I've been planting the seeds, watering, playing open mics, getting as many gigs as possible. And
networking.
Networking, that is what it is all about, and it's starting to happen, especially for Mutt Farm. People are starting to realize, hey, you guys are great, let me come see your shows, and that's exactly what you need. And once that starts happening, it just keeps growing.
It does. It
following.
snowballs.
Well, everybody knows if you want to make it in the music business, you got to put out a YouTube video and send it to America's, Top Talent or whatever those shows are.
No. You don't need to do that.
Or we could smoke some Tide Pods or whatever they're doing.
Yeah, right.
Or snorting condoms, eating ass, whatever, I don't know.
Whatever. Jen saying Ryan Montbleu and Mutt Farm at the One World Fusion Fest in Mohawk in June.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's happening.
I
Guys-
believe.
guys are playing with Ryan, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's if the official name is One World or One Love, but
I'm sorry, One Love.
Yes, One Love World Peace Fusion Festival.
I got it confused with
That
their
is
Flower
going-
Fest. Flower
That is
Fest.
going to be June 22nd to 24th. I believe we are scheduled to play. Mutt Farm is scheduled to play Friday night. Slug will be playing also at that festival.
Slug's coming back?
Man, we're talking about
What?
Floodwood. We're talking about Haley Jane and Ryan Montbleu together as
Wow.
Yes Darling. We're talking about Kaimani Marley, one of Bob Marley's sons. It is going to be huge.
One of
That's
his 30 sons.
just one of many things that we're booked for this summer. We've got a whole bunch of gigs coming up.
Where is that?
That is going to be at
Gelston Castle.
Gelston Castle. It is going to be under a new name soon, though. I'm not sure if it will be under the new name for the festival or not. That is going to be Green Kingdom Estates, I believe. And it is going to be a lovely venue, and it is going to be a hell of a festival. I
And
promise
that's what
you
he's
that.
developing it into too. It's going to be a number of shows there throughout the season. The guy bought Gelston Castle.
Somebody bought it?
Taken over.
So it's not the old owners.
Yeah, they want to revitalize and bring some life into the area.
It's new owners at Galveston, is what you're
Yes.
telling me.
And
Okay,
what
so
did they
it's not
change the
the
name
old
to?
people.
What-
That is correct.
What are they
Good.
changing the name to? You said?
Green Kingdom Estates.
That's what I
Or
call my.
Green Kingdom Estate.
That's what I call my smoke room.
Let me tell you, man, that place is gorgeous up there.
Yes,
we had
yes,
Mo
it
down up
is.
there a couple times, and further played up there.
I've seen
the
the boys
place
there,
is
yeah.
beautiful up there. It is. When you get at the top of the mountain, you can see for 40 miles. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's cool. I'm glad there's new owners, because I'll tell you, the last ones were a bunch of sketch balls. But that's for
unfortunate
another
to hear.
podcast. But no, that's cool. Mutt Farm and Ryan Montbleu and Slug getting back together. We got to
Mhm.
touch on that for a second. Fletch is going to be doing it again, huh?
Fletch is going to be doing it again.
Look
They
out.
did put on a show back in, I think, November, December at 12 North.
Right. There was their reunion.
Yeah,
They packed it.
they did pack it.
Yeah.
It was an awesome show. I went, had a great time.
Very cool. What's your time slot on that? Do you know?
I'm not sure what our time slot is yet for that schedule. I just know what day we're playing, and as soon as we get some time slots, though, I'll let you know. We'll post it on the Facebook.
I still got to get you a time slot, too, for Relay for Life.
I think they're still filling in gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
cool.
We'll know when they get a little further down the line as to what
Excellent.
our actual slot is.
And now festival season begins this weekend, right?
Yes, we are playing at Strawberry Jam, actually. My band Brothers and Company was on the lineup, but unfortunately they are unable to make it. So Mutt Farm will be taking their place, and we are playing Sunday. And Strawberry Jam is going to be held at Snow Ridge, which is where Mowdown is. What a wonderful, beautiful venue.
Wow, it's up there.
Yeah, not much of a drive.
How
Not
long
really.
is Strawberry Jam going?
Thursday until Sunday.
No. How many years? I'm
Oh,
sorry. I should.
this is well, it's been going unofficially for a while longer. Officially, I think this is the 8th annual Strawberry Jam.
Now, isn't it like a charity thing, right? Or at one time,
Mama
wasn't it-
Strawberry does a lot of charity work.
Yeah.
I don't know if the actual festival is a charity thing, but she does a lot of things like the Jam for Tots that she does in Gloversville that I played at in December. A few other people.
That's awesome.
Duffy and Alley Cat, and a few other acts. A lot of awesome people. Mama Strawberry is awesome.
Yeah, good people.
Jen Schnur is tied in with her, and Jen's awesome.
Jen's
Dead Boy.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good people.
Great people.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what other festivals you got coming up? I feel like you guys are busy.
Oh,
this
we
year.
are. We are very busy. We're playing a private party called Peace Party at the end of this month.
Oh yeah, that's been going on for
30 years or
Quite
better
some
now.
time.
Yeah, man. Then I meet you at a peace party maybe back in the 90s.
It's possible.
Perhaps.
I might have been a little loose.
Me
So,
too.
Yeah, we've got that going on, and then literally from then on, we are booked every weekend until July 7th. June 2nd, we're playing at the Sandbar. I believe that's in Bernards Bay. I'm not 100% on that one.
Some island. What is it?
I can't remember the name offhand, but it's
Yeah,
definitely called the Sandbar Grill. And I believe we're playing from 6 to 10, if I'm not much mistaken. And then our next gig after that is the Relay for Life you were just talking about that you got us a gig for, June 9th.
That's June 9th. That's
Yep.
going to be happening. I got to get you a time slot on that still, too.
Definitely, and that's
I've been so damn busy.
at MV in Utica, right?
That's at MV right here, right up the road from here, all day and night. That thing starts at like noon and it ends noon the next day, and it's just a walk, and it's a fundraiser for the Cancer Society.
Yeah, for sure, and especially for me, I'm really big into benefits and charity, and I do a lot of benefit stuff, and especially with cancer, I had a grandmother who died of cancer, and also my little brother died of cancer.
Oh, man.
So, really hits home for me.
Yeah.
And after that, our next gig is the next weekend, June 14th, I believe. It's Friday, or June 15th, whatever the Friday is. We're
Mark
playing
Fest.
Mark Fest in
Yeah,
Fulton.
that's right.
You got your own festival going?
No.
It's a different Mark, but
Yeah.
it's very appropriate that they have Marks
Yeah.
at Mark Fest.
Yeah,
And then the week after that is our Galston gig, and then we got a couple gigs in West Virginia. I'll let Marky tell you about those ones.
well, the first one's a national stage with the Almost Brothers.
Okay.
Malin Kistner, brilliant guitar player, has got the Almost Brother, and they do the circuit tour and stuff like that. And then there's the Creek Fest in Arden, West Virginia, and that'll be a good time. That'll only be 300 or 400 people there. It's kind of a private thing, really.
Those are the best
That
parties.
has grown out of control,
Those are the best ones.
And then we come back home for a while, I guess.
Yeah, I've got a few little things lined up after that. Some graduation parties, little parties, maybe Jones' party. I've got this
start.
graduation party for like an Alcoholics Anonymous class in October at a hotel. That's a whole bunch of random stuff.
Man, you guys are busy. That's good, man.
Oh yeah,
Good.
Finally, the gigs are actually piling up this time.
There it is. Patience. It just takes patience. You gotta
Patience and effort.
Stay on the floor, find the good clubs, and just keep knocking on the door and sending out the CDs and having a good time
Festivals,
with it.
too. Festivals are super important in the
Yep.
summertime. That's where you want to be playing. You play the festivals in the summertime, and you play the clubs in the winter and fall.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited because a little secret, I'm actually a little bit of a deprived rock star, if you would. I have only been to one festival in my life ever, and that was Strawberry Jam last year.
Really?
Which I am now booked for this year among several other festivals. So,
Mark's gonna take
life
you
is
under his
weird how it
wing.
works.
Gotta take them out on the lot.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I'll probably, hopefully, survive.
I've
You'll
seen
have
you
a good time. It'll be really interesting for you. So you love music, you love the whole hippie thing and all that stuff. When you get to a festival, it's like you walk in and it's like
It's
you're
home.
with family. Yeah, it's like instantly. Yeah, it's just a wonderful environment.
I gotta thank Jen Schnur for that because
Yes, Jen.
her backyard end of summer party is what really got me involved with the whole festival scene and the people that go to the festivals and all that. And she has been very influential in a lot of things and a lot of my legitimate progress with my bands, much well deserved because of just the music and the talent. But like I said, music is a people business, and without the people, you go nowhere.
Business.
I think festivals are great because you're surrounded by music fans. You know what I mean?
They're all there for one reason.
Yeah, they're not there just to see the headliner. I mean, a lot of them are there to see the headline, but they know that there's going to be a lot of diamonds in the rough type of bands, that bands that they have never heard of that really turn them on. And then there's going to be other bands that you're going to network while you're there.
Yeah.
They're going to love you and do it.
There's a lot of musicians that go. I mean, it's like, oh, I'm in this band. Before you know it, it's like most of the people watching are in different bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great environment. I really like it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then at the end of the night, when you're sitting around the campfire and everybody's just jamming out, and I've seen bands form from just campfire jams.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, countless numbers of bands
Pretty
form
much
from
how
campfire
Mutt Farm
jams.
started.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, we played around a campfire more than we played behind the line. That's
Mhm.
for sure.
And that's how you get a lot of attention. That's how I got a lot of attention, anyways. At places like Jen's End of Summer Party, because people are like, "Who's this Jamie Foxx cat?" And
The white Jamie
and then
Foxx.
the white Jamie Foxx,
great
the real
white.
Jamie Foxx. That's right, Buffy. I don't know if you know Buffy. She's friends with Jen. She calls me the Great White Jamie Foxx. I've got
Is Buffy
so many
vampire?
nicknames.
She's a vampire slayer.
She's the
She
Slayer.
could be, or just a manslayer, possibly.
Oh.
But it's the campfire jams are really where things get intimate, and people you don't know who aren't playing the main stages can really show what they're worth. And if you're worth anything, that's your opportunity right there, because all you need is your instrument and you.
That's it. Campfire jams are the best, though.
Yeah,
Drum
they are.
circles, late night, talking 2 a.m.
Very late
Oh,
night.
I
Getting
love
loose,
it, yeah.
wild, definitely hard drugs.
Oh yeah. wait till the sun comes up.
Play some
Everybody's
more.
Passed
Never
out.
stop.
Watch
All right.
people fall down.
Now we
I
want to
miss
sit
all
around.
that.
Now we want to sit around a campfire.
I miss all that.
We could start a bonfire right here. I feel like right now.
I feel like that's what's missing though lately, because a lot of the corporation festivals have taken over. It's all and it's totally gotten rid of the mom and pop festivals, and
More
so I'd
worried
like to
about
see it
seven.
come back a little bit, and it sounds like it's coming back.
They sell beer and concessions, and that's what the whole focus is to make money, and
Oh, yeah.
not the relations that people have at the dirty, dusty, festivals that can I borrow a hot dog? That kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right though. It is all about selling beer.
I don't know
all
about
concession.
borrowing hot dogs. I recall I played at a one party, little mini private festival up in Sandy Creek a few years ago, and there was someone running around just randomly slipping hot dogs into people's pockets.
Wow.
And it kind of became a little game, and it was like the next day, it was like who had the balls enough to admit that they got a hot dog in their pocket without noticing.
Was it Lenny? Our friend Lenny one time put broccoli in Z's pants and
Yeah.
some cauliflower in another girl's purse.
Nice.
Yeah, we should do that. We should continue that.
It's funny.
That's hilarious.
Slip a hot dog. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good practice.
I'm slipping hot dogs to chicks.
That is kind of funny. Frozen hot dogs, of course.
Oh, yeah.
You got to freeze them up first before you
Word, I
throw them in
think-
the purse.
I don't know. I think he just went with refrigerated hot dogs.
Refrigerated.
They were nice loose wieners, not too hard, not too soft.
Loose wiener.
That's why you got to freeze them.
You're a loose wiener.
Thank you.
I think Mary Pickles should do it with pickles.
Pickles is checking in. She says that's amazing. She says that's amazing. So she likes hot dogs.
Awesome. Well, we like
Ballpark
like hot
only.
dogs.
Hilarious. Good stuff. Mutt Farm, you guys are busy. I'm happy for you guys. You're starting to break out a little bit more. I remember the first time you guys were on. Did you get the podcast I sent you the first time you guys were on?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. I haven't put it in our archives yet. We've
The first
been a little busy, but
Yeah.
yes, I did get it, and thank you very much.
And back then, you guys were like trying to find gigs and like playing
Yeah,
wherever.
the extent of our gigs were free benefits
Yeah.
for a while, like a good solid year. I think that I was
Yeah.
playing with Mutt Farm before we even got our first real gig, And I mean, like I said, I just laid it out on the table, and we're booked out the ass right now, and that's exactly where we should be.
It's great. Look how
But-
far you've come in a year.
But we'll
Mhm.
still play
No?
any benefit.
Yes, we just
Yeah.
played a benefit yesterday in
Yesterday.
Syracuse, as a matter
Yeah.
of fact.
Oh, cool. What was that for now?
It was for Jim Casey. He was a guy on a motorcycle who got cut off by a driver and wrecked, became disabled, permanently disabled, and they were just trying to help cover medical expenses, maybe help him pay for his house, whatever it was. And a friend of mine, Captain, said, hey, you got bands, you want to do a benefit? And I do a bunch of benefits. I said, I got just the band, Mutt Farm. There we were.
Had to been 200 bikes there.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
Dude did a burnout for like 20 minutes.
Hilarious.
And that's a thing that a lot of people don't, speaking about bikers is, they're a tight-knit community.
Mhm.
And when somebody like this,
And loyal.
absolutely.
They'll come to every event.
And be in a situation like that where, I ride, we all know that like that could happen to us at any moment, and so good job, guys.
This was Bikers United.
Yeah.
Bikers United.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
they
think that
put
was
it
the
out.
name of the club.
Oh, very cool. Good to help them out.
A couple of patches were associated with it, though, I believe.
Yeah.
Very, very probably.
Mark, you ride?
I used to.
Used to.
I lucky I lived through it.
Yeah. You were one of those guys, huh?
Yeah. I had a great time, and I'm done. Right now, I have a 49.5. It's 49.5 cc's. It's a scooter that's made up just like a Harley Davidson. It's awesome. You got to see it. It's only this big. I look like a normal sized guy on it. Put a big guy on it. It looks like an elephant riding a fly.
It looked like me and my old Sportster.
It's awesome. I don't ride anymore. I'm familiar with the culture, and I got a lot of brothers that do ride, and I just pray for them.
Right on.
Well, now you got people texting and driving and not paying attention, and
Yeah.
so I always give a good rap. If I pull up next to someone, you're on their phone, just to know I'm there.
Yeah.
Loud pipes save lives.
Loud pipes, that's the truth.
Yep.
Yeah.
It really does.
Let them know you're there.
Jen's checking in. She says hot dog pocket. Rob started that.
I got one for.
And Mary Pickles doesn't like hot dogs.
Okay.
She don't like.
She likes pickles.
Yeah, she likes pickles.
Got one for us.
I got a pickle for her too, probably.
What were you about to say? Were you about to say something?
No, I wasn't really going to go. I was just going to go talk about the festival situation and how a lot of times the bikers and the festival situation are two different ends of the world.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'd like to see that a little bit more united.
Yeah.
But hippies and bikers,
It used to. It used to be kind of that way.
It used to be.
And then Altamont fucked that up.
Yeah.
I walk down the line. I'm on both sides. I wear black.
Just watch a movie, Easy Rider.
Oh, they're great. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've worked a few dead shows where, they open doors right up for the Hells Angels to come right in, park their bikes, so they do. There is a crossover there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just
It's all about respect for each other.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, 100%.
And the bikers, they all have is a real strong sense of respect for each other and generally for everybody else until you cross that line.
Well, it's funny because
and then they're good that way. Because they really keep a lot of people in check. They just give a big stern look, and people act accordingly.
Years ago, I started the first bike night in the area over at Tombstone Saloon, and I got kicked out of a few bars because everyone's like, "Oh, I don't want that image in my bar," and I'm like, "These guys are, good, loyal people. They're, some of them are doctors, lawyers, accountants.
You get teddy bears for kids,
right?
There's a lot of good things.
Family men, they just ride a motorcycle.
Right. They did toy runs, they did helmet rallies, things like that. So, it was cool, and we never had any issues. I never had any problems at a bike night. Once in a while you might get a guy, talking back and forth each other, but everybody for the most part was really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? And it is. It's all about respect, like Mark said.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about. And the music, of course.
And they love music. Yes.
Who doesn't love music? If you don't love music, you have no soul, right?
I don't.
you know
I don't
anybody
know
that
if I've
doesn't-
ever heard Donald Trump listen to music. Just saying.
Oh, we could spend hours bashing him.
Oh yeah, we do.
I'd
on
like to
Tuesdays.
spend a few hours
We
literally
do.
bashing
Every Tuesday from
11 to 1. We do on Tuesdays. Tuesdays and Fridays.
Feel free to invite us sometime.
Yeah, sure. Come tomorrow. Come tomorrow, 11 a.m. Back talk with Tommy Drama. But we can. I try not to mention that asshole's name on this show.
Not Tommy Drama.
Not Tommy Drama. Donald Trump.
Yeah.
No, we like Tommy Drama.
Yeah. Just
Well,
not,
I do.
Just not the president.
Most don't. But yeah, he's not a well-liked person.
Word.
Anyway, do you know anybody that doesn't like music though?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I don't associate
yeah,
with
some-
those people.
Come
So-
on.
Now, not to personally me, I don't listen to music. I go see bands, I enjoy them, I watch their creativity, and I'm like totally astounded by some of the things these guys do. But if I'm in my car, no.
What are you listening to in your car?
My head. I got like a tape recorder in my head. I listen to my own music. I work on stuff and arrange and, find lyric lines and all this stuff that just constantly plays in my head. And it aggravates me to try to be doing something. Today, I was filling out a form in a doctor's office, and there's country music blaring around, and I couldn't concentrate because I'm listening to the music. I can't help it. It just distracts me from any, like driving. If I was driving and Pink Floyd was on, I'd be listening to every little lick that Gilmore did. I might kill somebody. I just get so attracted into it that music is so important to me that I study it so hard that I lose track of everything else.
But music is still important to you.
Oh, it's very important.
There you go.
But it's important to me, but I don't think in this day and age, everybody has music in the elevator, in the car, in the shopping markets, and here and there and there. You know, not long ago in our history, you had to travel a long way to see a fiddle player. Or, you know, you didn't have the radio and all of these things where it's a constant bombardment of music, and music was a treat back then. And now it's just background. For a lot of people, some of us, like us gentlemen here, we appreciate, we see the art, we can see the shine out of it, and we grow from it. But society has changed so much.
Yeah.
You know, it's all just background noise a lot of times.
You know, what's funny is when I was a kid, you know, I used to share a room with my brother when we were in our teens, and he would always put music on to go to sleep. I'd sit there and lay awake because I have to listen to the entire album. Then I get up and shut it off. You know, just like you, I have to listen to it. If I'm in the car and there's a good song on, I have to wait to get out of the car because I want to listen to the rest of the song.
Devotion.
Yeah.
Some of us are devoted, that's for sure.
So, like, when you're in the car and you're driving, and is that your time? Is that Mark time? Maybe make arrangements and write in your head and stuff like that?
I'm pretty spoiled. It's always Marky time.
Yeah.
It's always Marky time. Yeah.
I see what you mean, though. Sometimes when I'm driving, I don't want to hear anything. I'm just kind of like drive and not listen to anything and clear my head. And
That's why I got a motorcycle.
yeah,
Yep.
It might make me sound old, but driving is too important to not pay total attention to.
Amen to that.
You know,
I agree with you.
people get tickets for playing on their phone. They should get tickets for trying to eat a cheeseburger and drink a drink at the same time while they're driving.
That's
You know what I mean?
distracted driving as well.
Yeah,
You're right.
that's
Clipping their nails, putting on their makeup,
You've
their
seen it.
shoes, and their
You've driven with Mike Johnson,
pantyhose.
right?
swatting at kids in the back seat.
It's incredible just some of the drivers out there. Like, I've driven with people, and I'm like, I literally don't know how you have lived for this long in your life, because in one car ride, I have saved your life numerous times because you're an idiot.
Just now, coming up Mohawk Street, there was a lady in that white. She did a U-turn in the middle of Mohawk Street, stopped traffic both ways so she could park behind the ice cream truck.
We're missing the ice cream truck. He hasn't been around.
I think Masucci scared
it
him
was
off.
just down the road.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You know, he's like the post office guy that gets chased by the dog. That's Masucci coming out chasing after the ice cream truck.
He used to stalk us and just keep driving around the block knowing we will eventually come out, you know?
He's hungry.
Man, don't talk about food. I'm pretty hungry too. I'm a little bit sad. There's no crap.
Last
services
time we were
today.
here,
Right?
Last
No,
time
Oh
we-
Babies.
Oh Babies was
Oh
here.
Babies.
That was quite a spread that day.
We just went there a couple days ago. Ate over there, man. Their food is awesome.
Oh yeah, it is.
I got the mushroom stew over
testify to
pasta.
that.
It was so good.
Oh, that sounds good.
If
Yeah,
you get
it's
a
real
chance
good.
to go to Old Babies, do it. Do it because they're slamming. Everything they do over there is incredible, top notch.
100%. Last time we were here, when they fed us their delicious food, we made them that little jingle on the spot. We actually, since then, kind of isolated that little jingle, and we made it into like a 30-second clip for them, and we intend to give that to them sometime if they
Awesome.
hear it.
Remember-
Maybe they'll give us some
remember-
sandwiches.
I turned to
If we're
country, so
lucky.
we wrote a little country song on the spot about old babies. Remember last time? we
I
were here?
don't, but
Yeah, we
How's it go? Do you remember how it goes?
I don't even remember what bass music we used.
Are we
It
going to
was
let
basic.
Laura know this?
Yeah, Laura's a huge
well,
music fan too.
No, I've written a lot of jingles and a lot of little pieces of music. Anybody out there that is interested in me, we, or us producing some kind of jingle or piece of music for them, not a problem. All rights reserved. We'll go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We got Longwood checking in. What up, Longwood?
Go Lightning. Yeah, congratulations to your Tampa Bay Lightning, which is like half the Rangers and half the Syracuse Crunch right now. They're going
Good
on.
for them.
They're marching on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Also, got to give some love out to the Las Vegas
Yep.
Golden Knights. That's the best story in sports right now. The Las Vegas Golden Knights. They're the first-year team and have made it to the Western Conference Final of the NHL hockey playoffs. Unbelievable. So that's what I want to see in the finals, the Tampa Bay versus Vegas. I think that'd be pretty cool. So what up, Longwood? Thanks for checking in, man. Good to hear from you. We got the boys from Mutt Farm in the house with us. Their busy schedule starts this weekend over at Strawberry Jam, which is happening at Snow Ridge.
Yes, it is.
And I'm glad to see Snow Ridge do some things. We're not doing Mowdown this year, but I'm sure it's going to come back next year.
What's the dates on Strawberry Jam?
This weekend.
Oh, it's this weekend.
Yeah, it's
Oh, shit.
Thursday until Sunday. It's the 10th through the 13th, or the 9th through the 13th, whatever you want to call it. And I believe it's $75 at the gate. I don't know if there are still pre-sale tickets. I believe the pre-sale tickets are still $65. I mean, the further out that it is from the festival, the cheaper the tickets are. I think they were at one point like 40, 50 something, and they just gradually go up. And like I said, by the time it gets to the gate price, it's $75 for I think the weekend. I think for the days, it's like 35, 40 something a day maybe. If Jen Schnur is listening or Mama Strawberry and they want to correct us on that and give us good information, I think that's about right, though.
Who's playing? Do you know the lineup?
Mutt Farm.
Mutt Farm.
There's a whole
Mutt Farm.
pages of bands playing.
So there's a bunch of stages?
There's one stage, but they have a whole bunch of acts every day.
In the clubhouse.
I feel like Slug maybe is playing Strawberry Jam as well. I'm not 100% on that. There was a Monkey Brothers, Brothership. Who else? I don't know. A whole bunch of people. Just, all the names slip my mind at the moment.
I'll dig it up. I'll find it. We'll see
go
what's
for
up.
it. It's all right on their super awesome page. If anyone wants to check it out, there is a Facebook page. It's the 8th annual Strawberry Jam. I believe it's the Healer's Circle. They're having a lot of great workshops and everything this year. It's going to be a whole production.
There we go. I got it right here.
It's just pulling up, too.
I'm so looking forward to going.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just hanging out, like Z was saying, around a campfire.
That's the best part. Late night, just
Yeah,
hanging
it
out,
is.
catching up with old friends, seeing
Right.
everybody.
The actual playing on the main stage is just a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the list right here. We'll go through the whole lineup. On Thursday night, Beautiful and Broke. They kick it all off. Organic Soul and Astro Collective. That's Thursday night. So you get there on Thursday, you're going to get some music.
Yep.
That's
Astro Collective is awesome. Mo Mitchnick, he's a great guy.
Cool. Yeah?
Oh, that's him. That's Moment.
That's Mo.
Yeah, that boy can play.
Are they local or are they?
They are out of Syracuse. In fact, Mo and
Fairly
I were
local.
tent neighbors last year at Strawberry Jam. That's how I met him. Someone said before I went to Strawberry Jam, they're like, you should hang out with the guys from Astro Collective or whatever. And then I hung out with them all weekend, didn't even realize it.
And then Friday starts at noon. Friday starts at noon with the Captain, and then Duffy and Alley Cat, and then Johnny Richards, Clarence D, and the Wrench.
Yep, that's Jen Schnur's band there.
That sounds interesting.
With Chris Dunn Kraken, who is the bass player in Slug. He plays guitar.
Gotcha.
in Clarence D.
Very cool. Then after Clarence D and the Wrench is Not Dead. So that's, I imagine that's a Grateful Dead tribute thing. Probably. And then our boys Nick and Jay, or Jay and Nick of Floodwood, however you want to say. Nick and Jay, Jay and Nick. We saw Nick, and Nick stopped out at 12 North the other night.
Oh, did he? No.
Yeah, because him and Josh and Nate got to follow the Muse band going. So he came out to do a little support of his country brothers. Also, Dirty Blanket, they're playing. And then there's a late night party with Half a Sass and Brothership. Half a Sass being our good friend Winkler and those guys doing their thing. So there's a pretty solid lineup right there of phenomenal musicians. That's for Friday night. And on Saturday night moves on, starts 11:30 in the morning, a little bit earlier now, 11:30. So you get some bagels and some coffee, and you can watch Chris Day probably jam it out a little bit. She probably good afternoon acoustic set, kind of gets you eased into the day a little bit, And then after that, Monkey Brothers. You guys know about the Monkey Brothers?
I'm not hip.
I do not.
No, I'm not familiar with them either. I was kind of hoping you would. Then the Deadbolts.
That's another band of Jen Schnur's.
Well, she's busy, huh?
Justin
is.
Vanetta.
She is super busy. Yes, Justin Vanetta. He is a wonderful guitar player. And she's super busy. She helps put on a lot of shows, and she plays a lot of music, and she is just a phenomenal, beautiful human being.
Oh, awesome. And then there's Blackwater Flow. They're playing as well. Then a great band out of Syracuse, Barroom Philosophers.
Yes, they are also playing the Gelston gig in June.
They're an amazing band. Check them out.
Yep, they just won the Sammy, too.
Yep, they did. They're a great band, and if you got a chance to check out the Barroom Philosophers, I suggest you do that. Then after that, Chris James and Mama G Band. And then Slug. It's good to see Slug out and about again. That's so cool. I'm glad Fletcher's out there doing it, my old friend Steve Fletcher and the boys, so that's good to see them out and about. They're going to be on stage about 10:30 on Saturday night for Strawberry Jam. Then late night party, LT Music, and the Ditch Diggers.
The Ditch Diggers.
The Ditch Diggers. That sounds interesting. And then you guys kind of hang out, right? On Sunday, you get up at 11 in the morning, grab that bagel and coffee again. And
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Wake and bake.
Wake and bake, and get right back on that horse Sunday morning, right, Mark?
Yes,
You never get off the
right.
horse. You just party all weekend long, and then you crash after.
Well,
Yeah.
Reach a certain age where you do have to get a little bit of sleep in there, even if it's 2-3 hours. But
Yeah,
you get right
sometimes
back
I
up.
do. I do nap like one nap usually, sometime in like a 3-day period.
It's called passing out.
He was upset because at Jen Schnur's end of summer party last year, I totally passed out on him after he showed up to her party for one night. But it was like I'd already been playing for days. I had no idea he was coming, and I was just like so done. But anyways, back to the line.
That's why you got to have your Bloody Mary. Get those vegetables in your
Oh,
system.
God.
We were at
That was a good time.
we were at Sterling one time, and I had to sleep because Saturday night, whatever, or Saturday morning or Sunday morning. I'm sorry, and I got up and opened up the tent, and I'm a mess. The first thing I did was grab that bottle of Jim Beam and started chugging it. Everybody's like,
man.
"Oh, you're disgusting, dude." I'm like, "It's the only way I'm gonna feel better, right?"
That happened
You're
to me.
right back on that horse, and you know what? 5 minutes later, I felt great.
I was at Backwoods Bash, and I had my mom's minivan. At one point, I just slept in the back. I'd come walking out in the morning. I'd like backing out, all groggy. Somebody hands me a Bloody Mary and a joint. I'm like, all right, time to go back at it.
That's
how you
it.
do it.
A little bit of puff, a Bloody Mary, and an Adderall. Away you go.
That's right. So Sunday, you got CC Ryder. They're in the morning, or maybe it's
She's a solo artist, and she is pretty awesome. I saw her last year. I'd enjoyed her. I'd see her again.
Cool.
I'd see her if she was more local. Unfortunately, she's a little bit far away from my taste.
And then after that is the Jesse Lawrence duo. And then Mutt Farm, right? You're filling in for Brothers and Company?
Yes, sir.
So Mutt Farm's going on. You guys are going on around 11 or 1:30. 1:30 on Sunday.
Yeah, I think about 1:30 to 2 something, 2:45-ish or so.
Yeah, and then there's Stinky Booch String Band. That's going on after you guys. And then there's a super jam at the end to wrap out the whole weekend off. A lot of activities going on. This is cool, and this is great, man.
Yeah, do you see any of the workshops that they're going to be having there too?
Well, I didn't. I went right to the music schedule. I skipped over all the language.
Yeah, nah, it's all good.
There's a healer circle, and I've got a lot of activities going on. So it's happening this weekend, starting Thursday. Snow Ridge, my old stomping grounds up there in Turin. So go check it out. Strawberry Jam, Mutt Farm, great
Special seminar about how to slip a hot dog. Yeah. It's an art form.
hot dog pocket.
Or pickles if they don't like hot dogs, or you know what, just fuck them. They get the hot dog.
Yeah, by the
anyways.
time they realize it's there, it doesn't matter if it's a pickle or a hot dog.
Hot
right?
dog,
That's
pickle, it's all the same shit.
That's right.
Strawberry Jam. It's gonna be gone. It's gonna be going off this weekend. So make sure you check it out. Early bird tickets are $65, but $75 at the gate. So if you want to save $10, get your tickets now and go up and celebrate Strawberry Jam. You pretty much are the first festival of the year.
It's a great place for a festival, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I only I've never actually been up that way before. I just went up there the other day to help set up the stage, and it is, the venue is beautiful. Freaking just the whole area up that way is beautiful, country, scenic. Let me tell you, I don't know if you've ever seen much in the way of wind farms. I saw the little wind farm they have outside of Oneida, and I was always blown away by these few little windmills they have. You just go up a little bit north up there by Snow Ridge, and they've got
It's Tug Hill, buddy.
miles and miles as far as the eye can see of these windmills. It is mind-blowing and incredible, but not quite as incredible as Strawberry Jam is going to be.
That'd be incredible. Mary Pickles says pickles are always better than hot dogs. I agree with her.
I don't know.
I don't do hot dogs.
We don't need division.
I
in
do-
our country anymore.
Hot dogs and beer. That's how I do it.
I think
I
hot
pass
dogs are
on the beer.
disgusting.
I'll take pickles and hot dogs. You can keep the beer.
Yeah, you're not a beer guy?
Nah,
No?
I'm not a big drinker,
No?
but if I drink, I like something preferably that doesn't taste like shit.
Gotcha.
Well, I
He likes girly drinks.
I cook
I
the
do
hot
too.
dogs in beer.
or something
good.
hard
That's really good.
like when I did drink and I drank hard stuff, Johnny Walker Black was a good go too.
Wow. Mark, you a big drinker?
No, I've
No?
never ever really. That's the biggest mistake I ever make is when I drink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been down that road before.
Yeah, not for any long period of time. I'm a habitual sober guy.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good though.
All right,
that's
we,
good.
we keep it very
Which is hard for the bar
lubricated
business,
here
Right.
though
you know?
with the greens though.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well,
It won't be long.
that goes
until
without saying.
Well, it's all natural, right? You know.
It won't be long till bars are selling their own brand of reefer and everything.
Yeah. You know my
Electric company weed.
Yeah, right.
What I want
EC Hayes.
when they announced the the prohibition is over for marijuana here in New York State, we're going to start like a puff paint type of thing or something like that. You just sit around in a room and smoke and paint.
There's going to be a bunch of people with paint in their hand
puff,
going,
puff, paint,
wait,
puff,
what
puff,
are we
jam,
doing?
whatever you want.
Yeah. Well, we already puff jam. I mean, that already happens.
I don't know if you're familiar with him at all. Gary Comey in Rome, who runs Gary's Music, he just started a new group, actually. It's Legalize It CNY.
Really?
It's, where he's trying to get into the forefronts of, the legalization movement and get some community action going, and it's totally great. I would have been at the first meeting last week if I was able to, but there will be more. You can check it out. He's got a Facebook page for it and everything.
He should come on here.
I'm going to hit him up. I did not know this.
Go for it. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
He's a straight dude. I like him.
Yeah.
That's what we need is a Legalize It festival.
Here, locally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Probably. We do. We should get one.
Got time this season?
I don't.
Let's put one together. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I have no time this season.
We
but
tried. Next season.
I was going to do it, but then I got high.
What was I going to do?
But it seems like it's really close still, as far as becoming legal here in New York State.
Well, the snowball's already started down the hill. It's just 57%.
I mean, it's been rolling for a long
recreational.
time. It's just
Right.
the same thing as always. It's old, crusty white dudes mostly in the way of progress because they've got to have it their way. They've got to make revenue by sticking people in prison and shit for victimless crimes like having a fucking plant, and it's just barbaric and dumb. And anyone with 2 brain cells knows better at this point.
Well,
They know that it's safer than the poisons our government is pushing on us that are
Safer
totally
than alcohol too.
Well, we
Right,
got the alcohol companies, the liquor companies, cigarettes,
Big
and
Farm.
Big Farm, all pushing their hands in it, saying no, 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 no. And then what's going on too is we're back in the day when people wanted to legalize it, the hippie style type people would be like, oh, that's what you're going to look like. But now we have college educated people, doctors, professors, people, lawyers that have been studied this and realized it's
Podcast hosts.
podcast hosts. Well, I mean, look at Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I mean, guys like this. I'm watching, Conan O'Brien. They're talking about it openly and freely about what kind they smoke and whatever. So the perception is going away. That negative perception.
The stigma.
And now that the legalized people have money. I mean, we're realizing now that it's legal, they're making billions of dollars. So they got a little coin in their pocket, and now they got their own lobbyist groups.
Oh, yeah. The governments that tax and have legalized it are giving rebates to their citizens because they make so much money from the taxes on pot that, the infrastructure's strong. It's just.
In the world of the internet right now, you can't pull wool over people's eyes. You can't do, what they used to call it, what the fuck was it? The hemp hysteria, or what was it? Madness, reefer madness.
You ever see that movie?
Oh my God!
It's
talk about propaganda.
Oh,
well, they can't do that anymore because the information's out there.
Well, I mean, it's sad because, the information has been out there. I mean, like, since Nixon was in office, since Reagan and Nixon, and when they started the drug war, and they said, I mean, it's on tape. They were like, how do we get these people who are protesting the war to stop protesting the war? And they said, we lock them up for weed. This is on tape. It's not a crazy conspiracy. It's on tape.
No,
and people don't know. They don't pay attention. They don't care. They're ignorant. The information is out there if you look for it.
And I think that perception's gone. I've talked to people who've never smoked before, and even like my parents, like their minds were like trained that weed is bad, but now it's a little different. People are saying, well, it can help with cancers and seizures and whatever.
My daddy cussed me, beat me, kicked me down the street for smoking weed, right? But as he got old, when he got in his twilight years, I got to get high with my dad.
Nice.
He realized it's like, oh, this isn't as evil as everybody told me it was.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not going to go jump out of a window.
He got high the first time. Oh, that was hilarious.
Did he continue to get high after that?
Yeah, right to his death. Yeah, sure did.
Wow. I remember when my 90-year-old grandmother asked me to get her some weed. I'm like, shit.
The oils.
Yeah.
Those. That's medicinal. They do things with those oils that the big farm can't even get close to.
And that's the problem.
That's
the problem.
It's
that
money.
they have.
It's all about money. Anybody
Yeah, they're not about curing things. They're about relieving symptoms temporarily and milking more money out of you. They don't want to help you. They want to use you until you drop dead.
Yeah, they want us to be sick.
Well, you
they
get
make
these,
more money with us being sick.
you get these people who go out and get stoned and start fights. oh, wait, no, that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, when I see stoners come in the bar, I'm like, at least I know I'm not going to have problems from those guys. You know, like, it's the guys that are all drinking, doing coke, whatever. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. But not the stoners. The stoners are usually pretty peaceful and just want to have a good time.
Chicken, we got somebody saying chicken equals duck.
Duck?
Yeah.
Wait, should I duck my head?
It's Killer Wolfpack checking in.
Huh.
And young little Stu, 1337, says hi.
What's up?
That's over on the
What's up,
Twitch.
Stu?
Over on the Twitch.
Well,
chicken
hi,
equals
everybody.
duck. I don't know that chicken do equal duck. Duck chicken. Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, the boys from Mutt Farm are in the house. Mark and Jamie joining us. We talking festivals and the summer music scene, and there's just so much going on in the summertime, isn't there?
Expansion is happening around here.
Yeah.
It is slowly taking root, and the grassroots people that are around here are finally getting into clubs and showing their wares. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going on good now.
We got to give a little shout out to places, you know, like the Flower Fest and Summer Fest that are bringing other music into the area as well.
Yep.
Giving them different venues to play at.
Yep.
And
Of course, the
Mutt
brewery.
Fest and the brewery. And
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. You have to pick and choose what you want to do this summer because there's just an abundance of activities to do. I need a clone.
The networks are being developed.
Yeah.
Everybody's starting to talk to each other. Before you know it, it'll be out of hand. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a good summer. I can feel it in my bones. It's going to be a great summer.
as long as we get that weather. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
The weather.
We might get the
Beautiful
weather.
day out today, though.
Yeah.
Today, tomorrow, it's supposed to be nice.
About time.
Yeah, I heard. I'm not 100%, but I heard it was supposed to be nice all weekend or all week, and I'm hoping so for Strawberry Jam especially.
I stopped checking. You know what I tell everybody? Stop checking because you're only going to drive yourself crazy if you check. Be prepared just in case.
Yeah, if you want to find out
Stop.
the weather, get yourself a weather rock. If it's dry, it's dry. If it's wet, it's raining. If it's gone, there was a tornado.
Well, you know that a lot of things too. You get these phone apps with the weather apps,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, 90% rain." You're like, "Oh, well, that day's a washout," and it could rain at like 7 o'clock in the morning and be beautiful the rest of the day.
Yep.
Yeah, they kind of generalize things too much for too big an area.
Yeah, screw the weather, screw the news. You know, that's the way you got to live life. Just live your life.
That's right.
Don't listen. Don't pay attention. What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Bring an umbrella.
And here's the thing: like we went to Modown last year, and it would rained, downpoured
The
you
whole
know,
time.
the whole time, and it didn't stop people at all. They came out there, they had a great time. Like I think I was more inconvenienced than the people actually going there. I was just like, wow, these people are dedicated. So I give a lot of heads up to those guys that go to these festivals. They're troopers.
They're here to have a good time, and they ain't gonna let nothing stop them.
They had a blast
right.
and didn't even care.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, God, you know what's the worst that happens at a festival? It rains, you know, and what? You haven't had a shower in a few days, so you get a free shower.
Sliding the mud around for a while.
You're right.
Yeah, that happened a lot too at Modown
Yep.
last year. It was the worst weekend, the worst storm. In fact, the arterial flooded out. Everything was flooded out that weekend, right around 4th
I
of
remember
July last
pictures
year.
of that.
Right, it was right around 4th of July last year.
Who paid that guy to design that?
I know, right? How do
Well,
you
a
not?
6-inch chain is cheaper.
Well, they put those cement barriers along it too, so it just basically made a canal.
Yeah.
You know.
It was pretty. The photographs I saw was like I couldn't believe it was
Right.
happening right there in the arterial.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
brand new road and everything. I want to take my boat in there.
That would have been fun, right?
That'd
Take a
been
kayak
great.
right down it.
Yeah.
Get a jet ski. That would have been fun.
I've never been on a jet ski.
Wow, you
Oh,
got a
man.
lot of living to do.
You know,
kid.
I do
Listen to
think.
this.
Where did you
Listen
grow
to-
up? Can I find where? Let's get your
R-
backstory.
right here in Rome, you know. I mean, you know, it's wild though. I've spent a lot of time here. I've been all around. I mean, I've been in New York City. I've been in Los Angeles, Washington D.C.
Okay.
But it's like I've been these places and I've been doing exciting things. But it's like,
But yesterday
been-
was the first time you ever heard a vinyl record.
yeah, like
What?
I've been
What?
deprived.
Yes.
You know, no festivals, no vinyl records.
I think you
So
need
what?
to
so
smat at
so
you, boy.
few things in my life, you know.
I think that deserves a smat at you, boy.
Mad at you, boy. Mad at you, boy.
Thanks. I forgot about those. Wow, you got some living to do. How old are you, Jamie?
27.
27. Yeah.
I got time.
This is the time. This
I was
is
about to
your
retire for some of that around 27.
This is the time. This is when you start growing.
Yeah, I'm just getting started. You know, I don't know what happened because, like, I feel like I had life figured out when I was, like, 18. And then it's like I went on, like, an almost 10-year hiatus. And then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And now I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing.
Awesome. At least you know what you're supposed to be doing.
Damn right I do.
Took me till 40 to figure that out.
Some people never figure it out.
Stop this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Never figure it out. Anyways.
But I'm excited. And as for that jet ski thing, I do intend to fix that this summer, too.
Okay, cool.
I'll make sure of that.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
You got some toys, Mark?
I've got some toys.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got a lot of friends with jet skis and stuff like that. We'll get up on one of the lakes up there. Like
Yeah, my friend
like Libby.
Buffy in North
Libby?
Bay, she lives
Yeah.
right off the lake. She's got jet skis. She already invited me. She said there's I didn't even know. Did you know there's an island on Oneida Lake? I didn't know that. But she said, we'll jet ski right to that island where the lighthouse is. I said, okay.
You got some living to do this summer, kid.
Yeah, dude.
He does. He's got some living. The white Jamie Foxx. You got to get out there and spread your name.
Spread my wings and fly.
There you
Here
go,
I am,
man.
world.
There you go. Like we were alluding to earlier, there's so much to do this summer. And starting this weekend, man. I mean, you guys got Strawberry Jam. We got Flower Fest happening this weekend over at Oneida Square. We also got to mention Wednesday we're doing our quality of life sweep with the mayor of Utica. We're going to clean up Oneida Square just before Flower Fest. So if you guys are interested in helping us clean up Oneida Square, you can meet us over at City Hall right around 11:30. Come on down. We got a couple buses. We're going to hop on the bus. We're going to clean up Oneida Street, Oneida Square, that whole area, get it ready all nice and shiny new for Flower Fest. It's happening this Saturday.
It's Oneida Circle.
That's why I keep calling it Oneida Circle now.
It'll always Circle gets the square. It'll always be Oneida Square to me. And I guess it's Oneida Circle though.
It's kind of
But
it's a weird twist, and you could have put a roundy round on.
It says on the flyer, Oneida Square.
Well,
I'm actually a fan of the circle now. It took me a minute to get used to it, but now, like, because traffic constantly flows, you don't have to wait for that weird light.
Traffic
It's 5
circles
points.
are great when they're used properly. The problem is the people who don't know how to use them or don't care because they're assholes. That's the only problem with traffic circles. Traffic circles, as they are designed and if used properly, are totally helpful.
Is that your public service announcement for the day?
I have so many public service announcements. I could, for the government, for the world, for the war on drugs, for women, for so many things.
Oh, boy.
We can eat up the next 15 minutes.
Man, I could eat up the next couple of weeks, I'm sure.
I'm sure. I'm sure. But we are looking for people, volunteers to help us out, to help clean up on Wednesday. So right around 11:30, meet us at City Hall in Utica. And we're going to knock it out of the park. Really. We're going to clean up the park. And we're going to clean up the circle or the square, however you want to refer to it as.
And, like, just so people, like, they think, like, oh, we're going to sit here and clean up. It was a lot of fun last year. We had a blast. I mean,
so much fun last
you're out there with a bunch of people, a bunch of ball breakers, having a good time, doing something good, you know.
And we're doing something good for the community. We're
Public service, that's right.
Yeah, we got it. You got to do it. Yeah. It is easy. It's a couple hours out of the day to pick up a couple pieces of trash on the ground. Come on.
You know, I wish
no-brainer.
I wish more of these, companies would take advantage of, the quality of life sleep, because he does it all the time during the,
every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. So, if you got a company out there and you want to do some kind of team building process, this is a great avenue to do it.
It is.
There's a lot of areas in the city that could use a little special attention.
Absolutely.
The whole city.
Well, there's parks and things like that that could definitely use some cleaning up and sprucing up. And
They want to come to Rome, too. Rome could use some sprucing up.
Yeah. Rome's starting to be coming on the upswing a little bit, I feel like.
I see they're finally doing something with those abandoned houses from the base.
Yeah.
I think they're starting to put those.
I'm not sure what it is they're doing. It's like Rome is a funny place, and like those base houses are exactly, a good example of that, because it's like, they built them, they used them, they left them, they've been deteriorating, and then they were kind of cool because it's like, hey, look, it's an abandoned ghost town. I'll go check out, even though I might get asbestos. And then they started to renovate some of them into some beautiful houses. And then it's like that got canceled or foo-fooed, and now they just like started tearing down some of the houses, and then they tore down some of the houses, and will they ever continue to tear down more or tear them down all the way? Who knows? Rome is a funny place, and they do things kind of half-assed sometimes, it seems.
Oh, it was Copper and Griffiths. That was Rome was their staple.
Griffiths really hurt Rome when they left. When they closed down the base. I remember doing the rally as a kid. They let us skip school to protest and things like that. And, man, they lost a ton of jobs, good paying jobs. And, I had friends that had to move because, their parents worked there and whatnot. It was a huge hit for Rome.
The whole economic base was shaken by it, because not just didn't the captain go off to the base to fly his plane, but the wife didn't go teach school, and the kids didn't spend money at 7-Eleven, and,
buying homes and cars and taxes. Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah, a lot of things hurt, and then, it's like, so Rome's got a few, redeeming qualities still. For a long time, we had this nice drive-in, you know. Everyone loves the drive-in, and, you know, you go there. How many teens probably lost their virginities at the drive-in, you know, saw awesome movies and everything. And then what did they do? Rome decided they needed, I don't know, their 30th car dealership. And it was a whole stink, and the people of Rome said, no, we don't want this. We want our drive-in. What did they do? They said, okay, we'll keep some of the drive-in. They built their shitty car place. They kept part of the drive-in, and they had it running, I think, for part of one season, and then they said, fuck it, and fuck you, the people of Rome, our customers. And that's Rome in a nutshell, pretty much.
The Calet Theater.
I
missed the Calet Theater. That might be showing my age, but I saw a lot of movies at the Calet Theater. Loved it. I can't understand why drive-in movies, they just didn't make it.
I tried years ago. I wanted to bring back the car hop feel.
Yeah.
I wanted to do like Friday Fright Nights, and I wanted to do like a car show at the drive-in movie theater. I actually put it out there, and nobody ever got back to me. And I thought those two things would have been great. And then you bring back the old Fright Nights, and you just watch those scary movies on Fridays. Bring back like 80s slasher flicks or whatever, and then do the car hop, and we bring in like maybe Thunder Road, and watch these old car movies, James Dean type movies. And girls come up and bring you into roller skates and whatnot, but nobody ever got back to me.
It's about concessions.
Yeah.
It's all about concessions.
And Rome had some good bars back in the day, too. You could go see a lot of live music.
Bobby McGee's.
And Coleman's. And JJ's. And Coleman's was legendary. In my eyes, it was. And so many great bands. 4 Acres. Well, that was Mercy. But still, it's up around that area, the 49 district, if you will. But there was some great music going on around then, too.
And there is still some great music going on in Rome, and there are some great venues. But it's like, I'm wondering, and, I wonder all the time, and it's like, I'm from Rome. I've lived most of my life in Rome, and I'm in a whole bunch of local bands, and I have definitely contacted these places that book bands, and I can't figure out, why have I not been booked at any of them? So if anyone listening has any answers in Rome, feel free to change that or give me some answers, but...
Well, when they find out you're not the black Jamie Foxx, they get mad. Like, Jamie Foxx is going to be here? No, there's always been some good bands coming out of Rome, too. We can think of our boys from Fight for Rome, too. They were out there, and there was a bunch of great bands. Dark Passenger was another great band from Rome, and there's always been great musicians coming from that area.
Not just Rome, just this whole area is just saturated with so much incredible talent and original musicians and...
Anywhere's in the 315, from Syracuse to Utica up to Watertown, Rome. There's a lot of talent. There's a ton of talent, and we're blessed. We're blessed. There's just nowhere to display it. Well, in the wintertime. In the summertime, you guys doing what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
These festivals.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Yeah.
Maybe it's because of the winters here. Maybe it makes everyone retreat into their minds, and that's when they unleash their genius.
The cellar dwellers.
Well, you brought that up many times, too. The weather sucks. So you just sit there in your basement playing jams,
Yeah.
Honing your craft.
Honing the craft. That's what it's about. Yep. In the wintertime, you just hibernate with your guitar.
Yeah, it's hard. You unload the stuff and crawl over the snowbanks. You go play your show.
Yeah.
And then it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You're crawling over the snowbanks, freezing, worried about getting pulled over in a blizzard. And yeah, winters are hard, especially for bands.
Yeah, that's
because there's a lot of traveling involved. People come from all different parts to try to get to the floor at just the right time, and it's a lot easier in the summertime.
And then you go through the whole point where you're promoting the crap out of it, and you're doing everything you should be doing, and then a huge blizzard or an ice storm comes up, and nobody can make it.
Yeah.
So that just happens too.
That always happens.
Yeah, Mother Nature's kind of hard up.
Yeah, there was a benefit that I almost didn't get played. It was back in January. I played it with a couple of my bands, Blue Suede Shoes, Joe Macron, the Blue Suede Shoes, and my Tom Petty cover band, Full Moon Fever. We went to play a benefit.
How many bands you in?
He's done
5,
with that crap.
6.
He's done with that.
Mostly Mutt Farm is where it's at. But, I've got other good bands, too. They're awesome. And we almost had to not attend a benefit for a little girl with cancer just because of the weather. And they had, a whole, it was one of those travel advisories or whatever. They said, no one can travel anywhere in the county or whatever. And we're like, fuck it, because we're already on the road, and we're going to go play this benefit. But, exactly, the weather sometimes just gets in the way of stuff.
Yeah, it does. Throws a monkey wrench in everything. Yep. Bipolar. Think about the weather patterns this year. We went from winter to one day is spring, back to winter, then right to summer.
Mm-hmm.
That's our weather patterns.
That's how it goes every year. I remember a couple years ago, my cousin had a Jeep, and it was doing its whole winter crap, whatever. And then it was spring. It was like literally 80, 85 degrees. She took her top off of the Jeep, and then
I like how you clarified that. He's like off the Jeep,
and then the next day, she's got like 6 inches of snow inside the Jeep.
Well, I had there was a photo of somebody in the Old Forge. They had a motorcycle. They're filling up their motorcycle next to somebody else filling up their snowmobile. Like only in New York can you have a snowmobile and a motorcycle at the same gas pump.
Yeah.
It really makes us appreciate the nice days.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like day like today, beautiful.
Van Court's checking, and he says, Z and Chicken, I love the show. Thank you, Van Court. And
It's Bill, yeah.
Bill, do us a favor. Click the share button. If everybody could just click the share button, you would be doing us a favor. You'd be doing Mutt Farm a favor and get the word of Mutt Farm, EC Radio, Disruption Network, get the word out there on everybody that we're trying to, it's all big co-op. We're all one big co-op.
Big family.
Guys. And
The world is one big family.
Well,
should be.
We would like to look at it that way.
Could be.
But the rest of the world don't look at it that way.
Well, we can be a family, and whoever wants to participate can participate.
We're living in a scary time right now, man, as far as the world goes, and the nukes and our asshole president and all that other shit. So we're living in some scary, scary times.
It's like I don't know what it is, because it's like people like our asshole president and all these people causing problems in the world. There are a lot more decent people in the world, I feel, than these assholes. And I don't know if they've just become complacent or scared or
it's all pre-chewed food.
What it is, they just they have no fight left in them to, what do we have to do? Go down and take a few thousand people and like arrest all of Congress and the president and put them on trial. How hard would that really be? But do we do anything like that or anything with balls?
We need to abolish the two-party system is what we need to do. And what happens is a lot of people, they just over-accentuate the crazies in the world. So like we brought up the Tide Pods, people eating Tide Pods. How many people really eating Tide Pods?
It's media.
Too many.
It was only a couple.
Right. So the whole generation now is eating Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Every single cop is an abuser, which we know is not true. There's so many great cops out there that do their job and do their job well, but there's a small little group of people that make now they get categorized as that whole thing,
and the problem isn't even just when there are the bad ones. The problem is when there are the bad ones, but the good ones, like the good cops and the good politicians, don't do anything to remove the bad cops. Because, sure, if your police force is full of good cops and you have one cop who's going around murdering innocent people, that's a problem. But you know what you should do is you should fix it. Fire the cop, send him to prison. But what they do is they cover it up and they hide him. So you know what? That tells me, no, maybe there aren't so many good cops.
Kind of like the church.
Easy now.
Exactly.
Kind of like the church.
Yeah, don't want to ruffle too many feathers.
No, but
yeah, I do.
I've used this analogy on the D-line last week. We kind of got into the conversation. The thing that used to always piss me off as a sales rep when I sold cell phones or media services or whatever is when somebody else would rip them off. It would piss me off because there's already a bad stigma with salespeople, and it would make me so angry when I'd see somebody get taken advantage of that I would myself either turn them in or do something about it because you're hurting everybody. You come to me, you want the honest answer. You know what I mean? You want, what should you do? I've never talked to somebody to buy something that they didn't want or need. You know what I mean? And if you treat people right and you do things the right way, you're going to have success. But by, these fly-by-night people that want to stab you in the back or just take you for, a quick buck, that's all they're going to get is your quick buck. And I want to do business with people for the long run. Mm-hmm. And it would always irritate me. So, like, if you're a police officer and you consider yourself a good police officer, the ones that are doing the shady shit should piss you off the most.
Exactly. And then there are some who are good officers, and it does piss them off, and they blow them in. And then it's sickening because what happens? They get fired.
Right.
The good ones. It is.
Now.
We live in a literally insane world, and it's not even, like, hard to see. Like I said, like, this is all out there. There's videos, there's articles, there's everything. But again, the people don't do anything about it, and that's why they get away with it.
But it's like the Tide Pods also. It's like maybe just a few people did the Tide Pods, and then it was the media got a hold of it. Now everybody does Tide Pods. Mm-hmm. There is some bad cops out there, but the media has just exasperated it to the point where it's like everybody's looking over their shoulder, being afraid of cops. Now, you and I are on different sides of the fence about a lot of that, but I have known a lot of great policemen.
Me too.
And
A majority.
Me too.
A
I've
majority.
had a few decent ones.
I get
At
a
the
lot
end
of my
the day,
family.
though, even the good ones, though, still have to uphold unjust laws, like the weed laws. So even the good ones, at the end of the day, how good are they if they have to uphold unjust
They're
laws?
following the rules,
and,
man.
and like
So are the Nazis.
there was a story a couple months back where a guy I used to work with, who was now a police officer, saved a life. And I wanted to bring him on air and celebrate it and show that the good that these officers do on
because
a
you
daily
only
basis.
see the bad out there.
Exactly. And
Sensationalized.
there's a lot of these police officers that do a lot of good in our community. Our Officer Aikens, he's out there doing things for the community. There's so many cops where they bring kids and do shopping for Christmas and things like that. We don't highlight those because they're not sensationalized. They're not. People don't care. They're not
But
going to
they
read
should
the
be
headlines.
just as much.
Absolutely.
Just like I read an I saw a few years ago an article about a cop who pulled over some woman who was driving her kids around, didn't have them in car seats. Could have given her tickets out the ass like any generic cop would do. But instead, what did he do? He was a human being, and he's like, why don't they have car seats? And it's because she was broke. So what did he do? He bought her 2 car seats for her kids.
That's awesome.
That's exactly what we need cops to do: protect and serve.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And a great majority of them do.
Right, exactly. And I agree with you there, Mark. There's a lot of great cops out there. I have a lot of friends and families, a lot of my cousins. My uncle was a cop for 30 years. I mean, it's in my blood. I went the other way, but everybody else went the cop route. And they're good people. They are. They just want to, they do their job and they do what they're told. And
don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
I got pulled over. I was in the wrong. Thank you, officer. You're absolutely right. I shook his hand, and that was it. You know what I mean? Like, I was wrong. I know that. I'm going to pay the fine. That's my fault. He's just doing his job. Mm-hmm. And if you come up there and, act like a dick, well, you're going to get a dick back. I work as a security guard in a bar. When you're a dick to me, you're going to get a dick back. You know what I mean? Like, if you're cool.
Actually give him...
Yeah, I kick him in the dick.
A pickle in the pocket.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've got, my stance, as you see, but... exactly. When I've been pulled over and the only legal issues I've ever had has been minor traffic infractions, they've all been very pleasant. I am super respectable to the cops. The cops are super respectable to me. Exactly. That's all you have to do. Treat them like humans, and they have to treat you like humans, and that's all you should do, and that's all anyone should do, and everything goes smoothly.
And it goes back to what we said from the very beginning of this podcast. It's all about respect.
Yeah.
It is.
The demeanor that you have has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like the fight on the Parkway over the weekend.
Yeah, what was that about?
Did you see that?
Yeah, that's sickening.
I missed that.
And okay, now, and here's the thing that kills me is everybody bitches about cops.
Yeah.
But when shit like that happens, who do they want? They want the cops.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And then when people are pumped up like that, they're going to be dickheads to the cops. And the cops got to use the force that they need to secure it because they're worried about everybody else's safety.
Right.
And, shit like that.
For those that
stop.
don't know, here in Utica, there was this little bizarre fair feast, however you want to refer to it as,
At the Parkway.
over on the Parkway. And it has rides and games and stuff. And they do it every year, right around this time. They do it every year. You can go up there and bring the family. But there was this big all-out riot the other night. Saturday night? Was it Saturday night? Now,
there's videos out on this, too.
Well, there's only one video out.
What'd you think
It's the same one that keeps going. It went viral. But I want to see more video. Actually.
Right.
I want to see more video because the cops had reported that no one got shot. And there was no shootings and nobody got hurt. But from the video, it looked like
people were getting hurt.
It looked like people were getting hurt.
Well, maybe they mean
they didn't-
serious injuries.
Well, maybe nobody reported the injuries.
I imagine a couple bruises and scrapes, but I can't admit, didn't look like anybody got
They probably
seriously
didn't get
injured.
any reports of it. That's why they reported it, that there was no injuries. But this video went viral, and it was bad. You're talking, 20 on 20, if not more. And just everybody clashing.
What even happened? Does anyone even know?
Nobody knows. It was just nothing but sucker punching going on, really.
Somebody lost at the ring toss game, and
Found a pickle.
Maybe they got a hot dog in their pocket.
But you know what aggravates me, though, is the paparazzi that just stands there filming instead of helping.
They're just as
Right.
guilty.
They're
Yes.
just as guilty.
I agree.
Sensationalizing the violence.
and this world star hip hop bullshit needs to end.
Yeah.
I'm sorry because people are going out there starting fights. You see guys 3-on-1, and they're like world star. Dude, that's a bitch move right there.
Straight.
You're just proving to the world.
Now,
that
back in the day, it was UFA against Proctor.
Right.
If there was a fight, the football teams fought each other or the basketball teams. I don't know what happened up there. I don't know if it was school related or not. But there back in the day, it was UFA against Proctor. I can't think of how many fights there used to be. Yeah.
But they kept it amongst themselves. You don't take it out in public like
No.
that.
And they didn't have guns back then either.
No, everything's off the chain now.
Yeah.
You can't even have a fair.
I got a bigger bomb.
It's it's a shame though, right? You can't, because this thing has been going on for years and years and years, and I have never heard of any problems, at least that I know of any problems at that fair.
I'm sure they had it here and there, you know what I mean, but nothing to that magnitude.
And how come the promoter's not hiring security? Where's the security on all
Right.
that? Like, how come there was no security presence at all? Like, there should have been a ton of security breaking that up.
Should have been a lot of police officers.
And
there.
you know what it was? Nobody was breaking anything up. They were just sitting there filming. Like, great people.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, they're adding to it. They're
World
adding to the
Star.
violence.
Mm-hmm. World Star. Yeah, that's all they care about is give me my 5 seconds of fame.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about.
I'd like to see one of these fights and then watch somebody videotape it and just punch them right in the fucking face.
Right when they're holding the camera.
Why didn't you stop it? Pop! Yep.
Dave's checking in. Our boy Band is just checking in. He says the one thing with the paparazzi is I like to call him as, or me refer to him as, it's that the video can be of vital in terms of documenting what happened and making sure the correct people's faces are punished. It's true, but did you see that video? Could you make out anybody in that video?
Right.
I couldn't make out anybody in that.
Sensational.
It was kind of thing. He said it happened with the madness in Charlottesville.
I see his point there.
I do see your point too, and you should get it documented. But that one video that's out there really doesn't tell anything other than people just punching each other. You can't identify anybody.
Granted, the guy doing the video, there was about 20 people beating the shit out of each other, probably if not more. There's not much he personally could have done.
True.
But I've seen other instances where it's like a one-on-one or two-on-one, and somebody's sitting there videotaping it. What got me is was that shooting in that nightclub in Florida, and people are videotaping it. They're recording it. I'm like, so your survival method is, here, let me get behind and videotape this while people are shooting at us instead of figuring out a way to help others and get the hell out.
Yeah.
That's the part that really kind of like, what's the matter for you?
That's the world we've come to. The self gratification,
Somebody's shooting. Stop. Take a video.
the instant gratification as well.
Yeah, the media's got a lot more power, and it's like everybody has that power right in their hand to think, hey, I might go viral with this. And it's kind of changed everybody's outlook on morality.
Yeah.
It's a cheap way for fame, Just a cheap. I'm going to watch people beating the crap out of you. And some of these are staged. They go up there and they start these fights specifically so they can be on, World Star. And they pick it up with somebody they know they could beat up. It'd be like 3-on-1, 5-on-1. I seen one video was like 10 people punking a kid and his mom. His mom's right there and they're beating him up right in front of him.
Why would anybody want to watch that, dude?
I don't.
Like, how does anybody get an enjoyment of watching somebody get beat up? I mean, UFC or boxing, it's sport, whatever, but I'm talking out on the streets. I don't know. And we were talking earlier, too. It's like you can't even fight anybody anymore like you used to because, A, they're either going to sue you because everybody's a pussy now, or they're going to pull out a gun or a knife or something, or you're going to get jumped.
Or a bigger gun. Or
right,
a bigger,
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not even worth getting to a fight anymore.
Yeah, honor's kind of slipped away.
Yeah.
As long as they get the views.
Yeah, Bandage is check making. He goes, as you and Chicken know, I'm all for ending the fighting and trying to prevent escalation, but not everybody is cut out for that or capable of doing so, which I agree. It certainly isn't the ideal situation, regardless of it kind of sick, but it can help. I get it. Like, you take the video and people are, you have proof of it and whatnot and see how it started and what happened. I can see where it could definitely help, but those aren't the people we're worried about. You know what I mean? Like this guy, okay, 20 people, 30 people, whatever. There's not much he can be able to do. But
there's a lot of instances out there where you can see videos of people who clearly could have done something and just chose not to. People getting beaten, people even dying, drowning. So many things I've seen, and people just watch and record, and it is sickening.
It really is. It is sickening. Emery Jones saying, "What's up, Mark and James?"
What's up, Emery?
Big E down in Florida.
And they say, "Knuckle up."
Knuckle up.
Thanks for checking in, man. If I could get everybody's watching this right now just to click the share button, really quick. Share, click, like, subscribe, follow, retweet, all that stuff that you do on the social media. You'd be helping us out.
Yeah, look up.
Right, Disruption Network, CC Radio, Mutt Farm, find us all.
Yeah. The D-Line, all the great content we have here on the D. And also coming up later tonight, Addie's back.
Home Free
podcast, and her guest is Benny Giorgio.
Oh, nice.
He's coming on from the Inspector, and he's got a new project out that he's going to debut on Home Free Podcast. So that's happening right around 7 o'clock. For all your real estate needs, check in with our girls from the Property Sisters. They're
She's
killing it, man. They're absolutely killing it, and we love having them here at the D. That's for damn sure. That's happening. What, 7 o'clock? Around 7 o'clock
Yep.
tonight.
And tomorrow, if you want to pick on Trump, listen 11 to 1.
11 to 1.
Back talk.
Back talk. I will be here again with Tommy Drama as pretty much it turns into a bitching about Trump.
Man, I definitely got to try
popular.
to make it to one
Yeah,
of those.
it
That's
is,
every
man.
Tuesday, you say, huh?
Tuesday and Fridays.
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Tuesdays and Fridays. I'll definitely come to one of them.
With our
so-
host, Tommy Drama.
Oh, yeah, he brings it. You'll like it.
Yeah, he's not a. Yeah, he goes in. You know, Tommy's fair. I mean, he leans a little more left, but he does kind of try to stay neutral, but he does lean a little more to the left.
I think
we all
because
do.
of the hatred of
Yeah,
Trump.
ditto.
You know?
I mean, as much as, I've put out some statements and opinions, I mean, I have been so reserved in the things I've got to and want to say. But maybe sometime.
What's Bandage saying? Combining with the earlier music discussion, it extends to that as well. How many people watch massive amounts of live music through the lens of a phone? It's sad, really. One of the reasons I'm totally on board with musicians saying no to cell phones.
See, I'm
on the fence with it as well. As far as being at a live concert and you're standing behind the guy sitting there right there recording the whole show, that's annoying. If you want to get like a 30-second to a minute clip, that's cool.
or a song or two.
If you're an independent artist, I want people to be listening to my music on their phone.
I mean, there's
regardless of how you got it, because let's face it, guys, you're not going to
Yeah.
make money off your recordings anymore.
It's a double-edged sword.
You can't. It's better for you just to give the music out and try to make money on live shows and merchandise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the idea. I tell them, everyone who sees me, everyone who records me, takes pictures, I say, put it out there. I would rather have it out there than gone, disappeared into cyberspace, never to be seen again, Share it with the world. Let the music get out there.
See, and that's my thing. It's like there's certain bands out there, like when I go see Seeger or whoever, that I know they're not going to be around for a long time. Or they might put on a great show, like for that maybe one song or something I put it out there for. I don't sit there with the whole thing in my face because I want to enjoy the show. But there are some of these retards that sit out there with their phone in their face the entire time, and they're blocking
annoying.
everybody's view.
I got to tell you, I've enjoyed watching the boys. There's a lot of different bands where the guy just holds a phone up and he's got a good mix of the sound and a nice shot of the stage. And I enjoy watching, like Dead and Company or something for some guy. Just
Right.
some of them even have editing and stuff that they do. It's really, it's a double-edged thing.
It is, because
It can be very enjoyable and as a promotional tool, but it can also go the other way where it sounds like.
Well, I like what bands like Moe and Humphreys are doing now. Like, they'll give you a clip of the first 3 songs of their set if they're playing live. You could go on and watch it live on Facebook or Periscope or Twitch or whatever live streaming sources they use, and you could watch the 3 songs, and then you have the option to purchase it again. They call it Couch Tour. So if you want to purchase, like $5, so you can watch a show from your couch for $5. It's actually smart for
That's
the
a good
band,
idea.
and you can
Yeah,
make
it
some. You can make some money that way, and it makes up for the lack of revenue with recordings.
It helps the promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Those three free. The chances are, if you enjoy a good Humphreys McGee show, you're going to pay the $5.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or Dead and Company or Jack White or whoever you're seeing.
Right. Emery's saying he's coming home this summer, and he's going to be at the Jones party, and he can't wait to get down with Mutt Farm.
Awesome. I am certainly hoping that Mutt Farm will be at the Jones party. You should talk to your brothers about that and make sure that's 100% a thing, because it didn't happen at the last party, very unfortunately, and we'd like to make it happen this time.
And he's telling me I should come. When is it? Do you know off the top?
I believe August 4th, I was told. It's a Saturday, I believe, whatever the first Saturday is.
Right on.
Or
Yeah, we played there for years.
Yeah. I feel like the
I've
party's
been there a
going on
couple
for
years. In
long time.
fact, that's the Jones party is where I met Mark.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool. Around the campfire?
No, actually, I was
This is a good story. Me and Mike and Kenny, the core of Mutt Farm throughout the years, got invited to the Jones party and played. And I waited forever to get up. It's like 1:30 in the morning when we finally get to go play. And I plug in my amp or plug in my guitar, and it was making horrible sound.
said
And
August
I was so
25th.
pissed. We're going to play anyway. I don't care. Let's go. And I counted to 4. We got going. And Jamie was in the audience. And
I wasn't there.
Louie came and worked on my sound a little bit and kind of saved
Louie,
the day.
Louie?
Yeah.
Ah, Louie's
my
my
boy.
boy. Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be playing with him in our West Virginia gigs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Louie? Steve.
No,
Kelleher.
Louis
Oh,
Kelleher.
All right, so
Louis
that
and Amy.
Louis
That
and
one.
Amy. I'm thinking of a
Louis and
different
Amy.
Louis.
Almost.
I got
Other
a
Louis.
big love to Lou and Amy, by the way.
Yeah, Louis is brilliant.
Gotcha.
Amy is too.
Yeah.
But Louis, he fit on our band like a glove. And
Great.
he ain't gone yet. He's got Mutt Farm on, and it don't wash off.
Right. But yeah, so that's how Lou and him met. Actually, I met him at that Jones party. I had just gotten done playing a set. It was my first Jones party that I ever went to, and I was with Lou and Amy playing with them in a little project we put together with Mike Jones. And I totally walked by Mark here on the way out the door to go back outside to get high. And he's like, "Hey man, you were really awesome. You play the keyboard. You know, you're trying to join a band." And I pretty much totally straight blew him off because I was in a band or two already, and I had only just gotten a car again for the first time in years, and pretty much was just like, "Thank you, but no thanks." Walked away, friggin' did my thing, partied, and then a couple weeks later, Lou and I were chilling with Amy and hanging out, and he was talking about how he met some dude at the Jones party, and he said, I was going to go jam with him maybe, but Lou's a little bit iffy sometimes, and he was like, maybe I won't go, and I was like, no, you should go. I said, I'll even go with you. Let's go give it a whirl.
Yeah,
And
they
we
were
show
about-
up, and it's the guy I blew off, and I'm glad it was.
They were about my writing style. They really liked the music, I think.
Hell yeah, that's why we're all here. That's why I came. That's why Lou came. It's the music. It's you. It's your songwriting. You are a genius.
Oh my goodness.
You can write some good songs, my friend.
Thank you. Want some?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we should. We enjoy when you guys come on and play. And this time we figured, let's talk because we would never. Usually it's like, all right, play. But real quick,
Everyone loves a free concert.
Emery Jones says August 25th is the party, and he says it's a blast. What a good time. So many great people there. And then he also says didn't play at the winter party, but his birthday party was a blast. Did you guys play?
Oh, that's right. That's when Lou and Amy came back. Remember?
Yeah, we played. I think for his birthday party was it at the end of summer. I think maybe. Then we played for when Lou and Amy came back in the winter too.
That was
separately.
a combination thing. It was M's
Was
birthday.
that for both?
Yeah, that was M's birthday weekend, if I believe. Isn't that right, Emery?
I think.
I can't hear
'Cause
you.
I feel like we just did that one for Lou and Amy inside the garage because it was winter. But I feel like the one for Emery's birthday party we played outside a little bit that night. I feel like that wasn't in the winter.
Let me just say I'm confused.
It's not the first time. We're all a little confused sometimes.
You want to take a quick minute break, and then we can come back. You guys jam out a little bit, or you
Play some
go-
commercials and.
Or do you want to go right on the fly, or how?
Whatever you want to
to
do.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
You're good.
Jamie,
Let's grab them.
Okay.
We don't need to take a break then, do we?
Oh
Hell
no.
nah.
Huh?
Oh, we might.
This
We
is-
might
this
need
is
a
rock and roll
tune.
stuff.
You might need to tune up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get the boys from Mutt Farm to tune up a little bit, and then we'll come right back. We'll come back quick, and have the boys play a couple songs for us. You're on EC Radio. We're hanging out. It's me, Z, Chicken, and we got the boys from Mutt Farm. So hang out really soon. We'll see you.
You know what the hell you're listening to? It's EC Radio.
We are a generation of lost masculinity, and we got to start getting it back. No matter if you're straight or gay, no matter if you stick it in the front or you stick it in the rear. For the love of our sons, we've got to stick it in there like a man.
EC Radio.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Passalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Passalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Passalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Passalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
Yo, law infidels, that's right. It's Hacker Hameen.
This is Al Schneer from the band Mo.
Hey, this is Corey Glover from Living Color.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
Live on EC Radio with the Z-Man. So take the pizza out of your fat moron mouth. Sit back and listen before I give you a $5 face slap. You'll never forget, infidels. YOLO.
Stop down to the showroom at 5046 Commercial Drive in Yorkville and see why it's easy to do business with Steve Ponte Volkswagen. Steve Ponte V-Dub, give it up to them. You can check them out on the World Wide Web at stevepontevolkswagen.net. Also, if you need legal help quick, you better call Nick. Call our friend Nick Passalacqua, an attorney, and his attorney, his associates, all of his people that work for him at 315-500-NICK. Or hit them up online at cnytriallaw.com. EC Radio. Hiya, baby. Hiya, baby. Hiya, baby. Mutt Farm.
We're ready to tear it up for you.
You're ready to tear it up. There it is. I got to give big ups to my buddy John Liebing for coming up with our EC Radio jingle there. Much love to him. We got to get him on the show.
It is a great jingle.
He did Adeline's too, didn't he?
He did Adeline's too. Yeah, he did a lot of stuff.
Nice and pretty song, you know.
Good. Right there, yeah. You went to school, John? Yeah. Did you really?
Riscony.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, you know school. I'm from Riscony too.
Oh, you really? You had
Yeah.
a crush on my sister.
What's that?
You had a crush on my sister.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So we got the boys from Mutt Farm in the house with us, and they're going to play a couple songs for us.
Yeah, we'll play 2-3 songs if you want.
Yeah, let's jam it out.
I know it's a little bit of a change because I'm the keyboard player, but it's okay.
Just showing how you're well versed.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mutt Farm.
Little shanty for you.
You guys just a little jamming out. Is that like an original, or are you just jamming?
Oh, that's a song I wrote called Spider.
Ah.
Spider.
Yeah, everything we're playing for you is still a nice Marky Mark Mutt Farm original.
Oh yeah.
I rarely play cover tunes. He got me to play "Taking Care of Business" the other day. A week ago. It's like, whoa.
Hey, we got somebody checking in from Turkey. So
what's up? Welcome from Turkey.
Pronounce that name, but we got somebody checking in that says hello from Turkey.
Hello,
chicken and a turkey.
America.
We got chicken, turkey, duck. I don't know, a lot of animals going on today. Mutt Farm, so it must be what's going on today. You got another one for us?
Sure.
Yeah, we've got two more for you.
All right, cool. Yeah, jam
one
it
more
out.
acoustic, and then we've got one with actual lyrics.
We having a picket party here on EC Radio with Mutt Farm.
Banjo.
We have a little picket party. Whoop! Don't break that.
Oh,
Don't
wait.
break that.
You just gotta like pull it a little.
And then
Mark, how long you been playing banjo?
Oh, about 15 years.
15 years?
It's something that I fell in love with in bluegrass circles. I've got a lot of bluegrass experience.
Some picking parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The campfire stuff.
Campfires.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's 1,000 guitar players around that campfire.
Yeah.
Not a lot of banjo players.
Do you play any other string instruments?
Mandolin.
Mandolin?
Yep. I play in the linoleum. I play the radio a lot.
Did you say the linoleum?
Yeah.
The linoleum.
sometimes we play with ourselves too.
Yeah, well, who doesn't
Play
do
with
that?
porcelain.
Who doesn't do that?
We're going to let Jamie sing this one.
Jamie's gonna sing.
This is
Sucking Down Bourbon. It's an old song that we try to interject a little cover tunes into and get a little familiarity.
It's a very nice little song. I'd like to dedicate this to a little Italian girl named Carly.
We got a long distance dedication.
Casey Kasem.
Here you go, bud. Go ahead.
sucking down bourbon, waiting for the show to begin. Well, it seems we just get started, then it seems to end, Well, he's mean, gruff, loud, and boisterous as he steers his day. Compass or beer can, you best stay away, away. Wild thing. Well, she's classy by accident. She's never known her way, and her sole means of existence is a prayer a day, a day. Well, I found her at the Walmart towards the end of May. By August it was over. She couldn't have her way, her way. Luai, luai. Well, they get so mad they can't speak till their hearts would break. But a quick look to the other side might be all it takes, it takes. Some people call me the space cowboy. Sucking down bourbon, waiting for the show to begin. Well, it seems we just get started, then it seems to end, to end.
Mutt Farm. Nice, fellas. Nice.
Thank you, and thanks for having us again.
It's always a picking party when you boys come in.
Gotta do that's what we do.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's good for the soul.
Talk a lot.
You want one more, maybe?
You guys make me feel like taking my shoes off.
Show off your toe ring.
No.
Can you sing Shamat?
I cannot sing Shama yet. Okay. I gotta figure out the words to that one.
Okay, let's see.
You got another one? You jam it out?
Yeah, Mutt Farm.
Okay.
Can you sing Mutt Farm?
I will try to remember the words.
There's a title track?
Well,
It is.
Yeah?
Mutt Farm. We have a self-titled song.
All right.
It's named after the song, I guess. Ready, bud?
Yep. Let's see your license. Let's Let's read your cards before we get down to what you do in these parts. We come from Mutt Farm, not from this place. So arrest me or get out of my face. We come from Mutt Farm, not from this place. So arrest me or get out of my face. We are the white crust of American bread. Some served with gravy, some served red. So if you're different or just don't fit, those from Mutt Farm don't give a shit. Yeah, we come from Mutt Farm, not from this place. So arrest me or get out of my. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, no alma maters from Ivy League schools. Our education comes from bar stools. We are the nation of secondhand cars. Me and my homeboys grew up in bars. We come from Mutt Farm, not from this place. So arrest me or get out of my. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, old Big Dick and Lucy found a new way to pay the taxes. They raise them up tall with little orange hairs and send them off to Uncle George, generation after generation. That's how these silly young kids pay their taxes.
I love that song.
That was cool.
We come from Mutt Farm. We hang out in bars. I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys need your own patch. Yeah.
Mutt patch.
Mutt patch.
A Mutt patch.
Well, actually, that's what we call Mutt Farm. The acoustic version of Mutt Farm is Mutt patch. It's not the full-blown. I mean, you've heard our rock and roll. I've been playing rock and roll. But Mutt patch is the acoustic version. The campfire version of Mutt Farm is Mutt patch. We've been calling it for
And
years,
this is a little version of Mutt patch right here.
Emery Jones saying that's funny. I have Passaico Country in front of my house right now because the neighbors in Florida suck.
Hey, you have a good time in Florida. It's been good to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida. He's down in Clearwater.
He's down in Clearwater?
Yeah.
Nice. He says he wants to send a picture, but he doesn't know how.
You want to sing Memphis?
Oh my God, I'm not up to singing that.
You want to do Let's Work?
Okay, let's do Let's Work.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mutt Farm.
Don't leave me alone at Letchworth. Don't leave me out in the rain. Deception was my motive. Indiscretion, it was my game. Well, I lied when I told you to trust in Z. Your blonde hair and blue eyes were already free. You walked through the world, though I could not see. Greed and lust and my great mistrust was the downfall of me. Well, my papa, he was a trapper, and my mama spent her time alone. But neither would come to save me, knowing what I have done. Well, I lied when I told you to trust in me. Your blonde hair and blue eyes were already free. You walked through the world, though I could not see. Greed and lust and my great mistrust was the downfall of me. Well, I've been here. Well, I've been here next to forever, not to go back or find my way. And I'm trapped here, never can pay back or live with the debt I've made. Well, I lied when I told you to trust in me. Your blonde hair and blue eyes were already free. You walked through the world on the radio with Z. Greed and lust and great mistrust was the downfall of me.
That was great.
Guys are picking.
Thank you.
I love it, man. Good little picking party.
how was
Looking
that
forward to
for
the
you?
campfires this summer, huh?
You better be there.
I'm busy, man. I'd like to try to get out to some of these shows, but I've got shows of my own.
We have faith in you. You should definitely
That's
come
so-
to some of them. That the one at Gelston, you should definitely come to.
I won't be around.
Oh man,
Won't be around for pretty much any of them. But
You're gonna
I'd
be
there
around for the Relay for Life.
I'll be
though.
there for the Relay for Life.
Right.
Yes. And
Well,
you guys
got
are.
the farm that day. Yeah.
Yep, the farm will be in the house.
Right.
Relay for Life. Plan on like a 3-4 o'clock set somewhere around that time. Well, I'll
Sounds cool.
I'll
yeah.
nail
And
it
if
down with
anything
you and
else
stuff like
comes
that.
along that you need some live entertainment for, we'll definitely be around.
always think about
Yep.
Mutt Farm, man. Always think about you guys.
Man, and
Good.
we're thinking about you, and we're thinking about everyone. And I tell you, I'm excited about being here on the show again, and I'm excited also about maybe coming on to your political talk show on Tuesdays and Fridays.
You should come on. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
For
Come on.
sure.
I'm sure Tommy would love to have.
Yeah, I
you.
will. I will make that a thing sometime before the end of. Sometime between now and June, I will make one of those.
Cool.
I promise.
Cool. Yeah, definitely.
What time? What
Definitely
time
try
is
to
that
make
one
it.
on normally?
11
to 1.
11 to 1
11 to 1.
on Tuesdays and Fridays. Back talk with Tommy Drama. And I run his board. Well, I actually got like a week left of running his board, and then he's on his own. I'm throwing him to the wolves.
You're gonna be busy this summer.
He
Yeah, I
is
got a lot of
going to
stuff
do
going on.
such a great job, I am sure.
He kills it. He
Yep.
kills it. He does good. He's been doing it for well over a year now, and yeah, he's doing well. People either really love him or they really hate him. It's more really hate him. I'm just saying, peace, guys. Love listening to you guys. Get a hold of him. His jamming sounds great. So
Thanks for
thanks for
joining
checking
us.
in, Emery.
Yeah.
Good to hear from you, brother. And if you could just click the share button.
Yeah, share the love.
Share the love. Share the love. Share the love. Mutt
Share the
Farm.
love and share the music.
We got about 5 more minutes. Tell people where they can find you online, and then also plug Strawberry Jam and all
I'll
the good
plug
stuff
all of
you got
our
coming
shows
on.
one more time. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/MuttFarmOfficial, or just search Mutt Farm. Find us. You'll find the paw print, find the triangle. That is us. I am the white Jamie Foxx. Find me in my fancy hat. And our show's coming up. We have Strawberry Jam coming up this coming weekend. Strawberry Jam is Thursday to Sunday at Snow Ridge and Turn. Mutt Farm is playing on Sunday. I believe it's at 1:30ish. After that, we're playing June 2nd at the Sandbar Grill out in, I believe, Bernards Bay, somewhere around Oneida Lake. That show, I believe, is 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The week after that, we are playing the Relay for Life here at MV in Utica.
For Mr. Z.
June 9th.
Thank
9th
you.
Happening? That'd be a
Yes,
good time.
June 9th. And then the week after that, the Friday, I believe it's the 15th of June, we will be playing Mark Fest in Fulton. We will be playing at 8 p.m., I believe, and we are opening for, oh man, who are we opening for? I remembered, but now I don't remember. And then the week after that, we are playing that super awesome Gelston gig, and I believe we are scheduled for Friday night, June 22nd, in Mohawk at Gelston Castle Estate. And other acts will include Slug, Floodwood, Yes Darling, which is Ryan Montbleu and Haley Jane, Kaimani Marley. It's going to be a great time. That is going to be a phenomenal, stellar show. You will not want to miss that. Barroom Philosophers as well.
Great band.
And then after that, we've got a couple gigs in West Virginia that I'll let my friend Mark plug again.
Well, there's the show in Fairmount, West Virginia with the Almost Brothers. And that's a national stage. We'll have a good time there. I would like to say, hey, come out and see us, but it'd take a special fan to drive to West Virginia to come see us. But
Beth might come.
But Mutt Farm's got fans out there, too. And then the Creek Fest, which is right after that, the following weekend after that, the 7th, 4th of July weekend. I guess you can pick. 4th of July is on a Wednesday this year, so pick the weekend before or the weekend after. I'm going to pick both weekends.
That's the way to do it.
Excellent. Excellent. You guys are busy, man. Stay busy. Keep doing it. Keep doing your thing, man.
Yes, we are. And you said you knew about Peace Party. I didn't mention that just now.
I know about
the end of this
That's
month.
a private
If you know
party.
about Peace Party, you should come to that.
You should, Z.
If I'm around, I will.
And if anyone listening knows about that, then you already know.
Yeah, it's a private party. It's been going 30 years. At one time, there was hundreds and hundreds of people went, but now we've chilled it right back to just a select few.
Yeah, we used to get up there with the Funk Daddies back in the day and jam that up, and we had a lot of fun.
Let's see, Groove Garden.
Groove
Remember?
Garden? Oh, yeah.
Eric Davis.
Eric Davis. I just became friends with him on Facebook. It's funny you mentioned his name.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize he knew how to work a computer.
He was supposed to come to rehearsal a couple of days ago, or a couple of weeks ago, remember? Yeah, he's my drummer's brother-in-law.
Oh, cool. Eric's good people. I've known he was my sound guy for a little while at the EC, too, for a split second there. But Eric's good people.
Small world.
Groove Garden.
That
was the band.
Butterfly Jelly. I played Butterfly Jelly. He wrote a real good song called Butterfly Jelly.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's psychedelic motherfucker, he is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely psychedelic.
Yes, so, again, thanks for having us on the show, Z. It has been awesome. And, again, we are Mutt Farm. Check us out on Facebook. Find us next week at Strawberry Jam, the 8th annual Strawberry Jam, the Healer's Circle.
Awesome. Great job, guys. You guys rock. I love having you guys here. It's always a good fun time picking party.
Thanks for having us. We will come anytime you want us.
Absolutely, brother. We'll have you come back before the relay. Well, maybe we'll do it before the relay comes on. But
yeah, just a little heads up.
Yeah,
glad
of course.
to do it.
Of course.
Yeah.
He hits me up all the time, this guy.
Maybe you have Dr.
I like
Mike
to keep
with
people
us.
on their toes.
You do.
Get Dr. Mike with us, and he can play bass, and you can play keyboards again. And
Yeah. Neil's checking in. He says, what's up from the Redneck South? Hey, Neil, thanks for checking in. Thanks so much. We got a chock full of music all week this week, Chicken. Tomorrow we got Twin Speaks is popping in. They've got a new project they're working on. They want to come in and promote it. And also Jerry D and the Dove Tones will be in tomorrow. So we got back-to-back guests tomorrow. They're playing Flower Fest this Saturday. And then on Wednesday, Angela's going to come in and hang out with us, talk more about Flower Fest.
After we've cleaned up the Oneida Circle.
After we clean up Oneida Circle. And on Thursday, my good friend and soul sister, Zizi, Madam Zizi, is going to be in the house. So I'm looking forward to chopping it up.
She's also playing at One World Flower Fest.
He's also playing at One World Flower. Very good, Chicken.
See? I remember some of this.
We'll be there at One World Flower Fest, broadcasting live throughout the whole day. It starts at 11, and we're done at 3 o'clock. We'll be set up, of course, right out in front of Puff and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's where we'll be set up. So,
And that's the one at the Circle Square?
That's right
Circle
at the Circle Square, yes.
Circle gets the square.
Circle gets the square.
Phyllis Diller, please.
I missed the Hollywood Squares. That was a good show, actually. There's some
There
funny
was some
stuff.
strange humor in it.
Yeah, there really was.
Oh, man. Come on.
There really was. But we'll be down there at One World Flower Fest on Saturday. And you're going to hear a lot about Flower Fest this whole week if you're tuning into EC Radio. Subscribe, like, comment, share, retweet, tweet, retweet, all that stuff that you do on social media, all things Disruption Network. And you can check us out on the World Wide Web at disruptionnetwork.net. Chicken?
What up?
We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Yes, Chicken. Peace, Chicken. Goodbye, Chicken. Later, Mutt Farm.
We are a generation of lost masculinity, and we got to start getting it back. No matter if you're straight or gay, no matter if you stick it in the front or you stick it in the rear. For the love of our sons, we've got to stick it in there like a man.
EC Radio.
Never you mind what I'm making. You should spend some time taking a personal inventory of what you're doing for the betterment of society.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when three top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Passalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Passalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Passalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Passalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.